What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Living Life Fast, and you've already read the thumbnail, you probably read the title. Riki's gonna put the second car for Living Life Fast. You probably weren't expecting that. And I know some of you are probably thinking, well, Riki, you just bought a Nissan GTR, you're doing a crazy build. Yes, that's true, and that build actually starts the 30th of this month. I've ordered all the parts, there will be an update video on that. But yeah, the reason for this second car is, I've mentioned it a few times now, that I need to be in a position where I can provide you with my own content alongside doing other stuff like the car features and other types of vlogs. This year is about thinking about myself as well. I'm always treading on tiptoes around this channel. I see a comment, oh, you need to do this. No, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. As I say, I've been really enjoying myself recently. It feels like it's been a long time since I've spoken to you on camera like now. But let me tell you, this car behind me, you're gonna love it. I should have probably bought this one before the GTR. To be honest, I didn't even know I was getting a second car, but I can tell you that everything's about to get flipped upside down on Living Life Fast. We've got some sick stuff going down, and this is only the beginning. So let me show you my new car. Last and final update on the Clio V6 competition. Currently at just under 700 tickets sold. Look, I'm not gonna lie, we were hoping to have sold way more by now, and I suppose it's just a lesson to myself. This was me trying to be smart. I thought, why not be different and not choose the generic Audis, BMs and Mercs? Anyway, we've now set a guaranteed end date to this competition. It finishes on Friday the 21st of August. It will not be extended after this date, so go get your tickets ASAP. There's a max of 2,250 entries available, but our aim right now is just to pass 1,500 entries by the time the competition ends. That's our minimum, so as long as we hit that or even get very close to it, we're gonna let this car go. Your odds of winning this car could be even greater, so spread the word, share the competition, and go grab yourself some tickets right now at LLFgames.com. Are you seeing what I just did? F9 LLF. Yes, Riki went and bought an F90 M5. I'm literally back in the game. You know what, I know so many of you have started following me due to owning BMWs. Before YouTube, I had an E36 M3, E46 M3. On the channel, I've had the E92 M3, I've had the F80 M3, I just sold the M4. Not sold it, give it away. And this is the first time owning an M5. I've owned a E39 5 Series, the 530i with a rocket exhaust, but this is the first time owning an M5. The 6th generation all-wheel drive system, which BMW call X-Drive. This is an amazing car, and you know what, photos and videos will never do this car justice. Up close, personal, it looks so nice. I'm hoping this new Sony A7 III is giving it a little bit of justice, but this is a car that the further you step away from it, the worse it looks. The closer you get, you start to appreciate it even more. It's the total opposite with the M4. The M4, you step away and it starts to look better. Closer you get, it don't look as nice. It's very weird. Originally I wanted a competition pack, but obviously depending on what I do with this car, I've been told the competition pack can be a little bit more tricky when it comes to modding and stuff. So I haven't decided what's happening with this car, but come on, we all know what it is. So for some of you that are unaware, let's go over some of the features. So it's got a 4.4 litre V8 twin turbo engine, code name I think is the S63, found in the F10 M5. There might be a few small differences. This one runs a little bit more power, about 590 horsepower, 553 foot-pounds of torque. It's limited to 155, but you can get the M drivers pack, which raises it to 190 miles per hour. This is, I'm not going to say dream, but it is. It really does feel like a dream to drive. It's unbelievable. I can't believe I'm going to be daily in this. This is a true daily, and as I said, I probably should have got this in the first place. The GTR is definitely, I would say, it's going to be the main car because we are doing some serious mods to it. But this, I absolutely love it, man. I genuinely cannot believe I own it. It's finished in Snapper Rock Blue. It's this weird Atlantis Aqua. I don't know how it's coming up on the camera because I've got a weird little LUT on here. But it's something else. And you know what? Off camera, if I weren't doing YouTube, it would have to be black or some sort of subtle color. I'm not really a show-offy, standout kind of guy. But for the channel, it's nice and vibrant, it's a bit different. We probably will change the color as well, but the main reason why I went with this exact model is because it comes with an optional extra that costs £7,500, those M Performance carbon ceramic brakes. Some of you obviously know that I love the E63, and I was really considering one, but obviously DMO's got an E63, so it was only right that I went ahead and got the M5. In my opinion, this is the best in class. I love the E63s, I love everything about Mercs, but there's something about this car, man. At night, it's like a disco. I'll show you the interior in a sec. So guys, this car was first seen at the Gamescom show where they launched the new Need for Speed Payback. It's also the first ever M5 to have an all-wheel drive system. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a proper fanboy when it comes to BM, and the first time they even turbocharged a car, that was like, what? You can't turbocharge a BM? Like, especially an M car. In my household, my dad used to own an E36 M3, so I'm used to BMs being naturally aspirated, rear wheel drive. When they first turbocharged an M car, it was almost embarrassing because I've grown up arguing with friends about how, you know, M cars are naturally aspirated, they've got a high rev limit. And then now, they've gone and put an all-wheel drive system, and I get why they've done it, but it was still like, what? I remember once reading a quote on the internet where BMW put four-wheel drive is the work of the devil. We know that, you know, things have got to be done to stay with the competition. You know, 592 horsepower, it's not a joke. You've obviously got the competition pack now, the 2021 with around 625 horsepower. But something to note is when this car was first released, people did put these on a dyno, and they were putting out like 592 to the wheels, not to the crank. So these are extremely fast, man. These stay with Porsche turbos. They're easily the fastest in class, and they have a switchable all-wheel drive system, which BMW calls X-Drive. I've driven Imrans a few times. Recently we did VMAX where he did around 208 miles per hour. So it's a supercar slayer, 5-door super saloon, and we've got F9 LLF on there. You mad? I'm telling you on camera, it just looks sick. Carbon diffuser, you get carbon boot lid. You also get the quad exhaust system with the black tips, and you get these 20-inch 706 M-style alloy wheels, 10.5s on the rear, 9.5s on the front, sitting on Michelin Pilot Sport 4S. 275/35, 285/35 on the rear. As I already did mention, it's got the carbon ceramic brakes, £7,500 option. If you look up close, a common trait with the ceramics is they look cracked, but I think that's just where they've been heat treated. Very long process to make these, which is why they are pretty expensive. Takes a couple of weeks. You get 6-pot calipers finished in gold to let you know they are the ceramics. Obviously some people will paint theirs to make them look like the ceramics, but yeah, braking feel is amazing. Literally you tap the brake and it just shunts forward. Just trying to think of some other benefits. So they're 410mm discs, stock ones are 400, so they're 10mm bigger. They're 1.5 inches thicker. Also each disc only weighs 7.7 kilos. Stock ones are around 14 kg, so in total the weight saving is around 25 kilos on all the discs. On the rear you've got one piston caliper, just finished in gold. Looks a bit dead really. The main feature is they can withstand really high temperatures, so you won't get as much brake fade if you say on a track day. Also they're corrosion free, so you don't have to worry about winter time. And it's not just track day benefits, the brake pads themselves last 2 to 3 times longer than the normal pads, and also the discs apparently last 3 to 4 times longer, so you can actually just run this one set of discs throughout the lifetime of this car, obviously depending on your type of driving. For me, obviously I've got the GTR, I've got a few other cars as well, so I'll probably be fine. I won't have to worry about brakes, hopefully. With hard track use, then it could be a different story. This also comes with factory carbon side blades. Moving around the front, you also get these carbon splitters, one on each side, and then it's got the silver double slatted kidney grille with the M5 badge, and it's also got the similar headlights to my M4. They were called the iconic headlights on the M4, but it's probably just a standard feature now with the new M cars. If you look at the bonnet itself, it's got these really aggressive lines, almost like a claw mark. Let's have a little look in the interior. What's up, GoPro? Welcome BMW driver. So foot on the brake, push start, steering wheel lowers. So it's got these full merino leather individual seats finished in smoke white. It's literally brand new, 5,000 miles on clock. You almost get these digital dials. I'm not sure if they are actually digital, but yeah, as you rev it, hear that? Pretty quiet. And put it in Sport Plus, bit deeper, wind the window down. Let me tell you, you feel like a boss straight away. Heads up display, you can probably see it shows the 40-mile-an-hour speed limit and your speedo. You can change that so it shows your revs. You get the 8-speed ZF gearbox. This is called the M-Steptronic. Obviously, previously the F10 had the 7-speed dual clutch transmission. You can change the gears by selecting this up and down, put it back into neutral, and then you can also change it by the paddles here. And you've also got drive logic, so on the top of the gear stick here you've got this up and down. You can change the gear speed, and it also changes like the length of the gearing, so it will hold the gears longer for, you know, performance driving. And then if you want to be more fuel efficient, it will run through the 8 gears a lot quicker. All touchscreen, heated, fans on each side, air conditioning, Bluetooth, you got Spotify, concierge service, you got this SOS button. It's fully spec'd basically from factory. Pretty heavy car, nearly 2 tons, I think 1940 kilos. It's actually 40 kilos lighter than the F10 M5, and you've got to consider that this is also running an all-wheel drive system, so it's got more diffs, which would usually equal more weight, but somehow they've made this a little bit lighter. Also, just like the M4, it's got loads of different driving settings. If you press off here, that goes into MDM four-wheel drive sport, so obviously that's going to enable for more slip at the rear. And if you press it again, it'll put it into its normal four-wheel drive mode. You got this speedo sign, which is the throttle response. You got efficient, sport, and sport plus. And you've also got the same for steering, comfort, sport, and sport plus. So in sport plus, it's going to get a little bit heavier. You've got the M1 and M2, so you can set up your own custom driving style to these 2 buttons. You can also do hand gestures, so if I do this, don't do this to me. Yeah, see it? Volume up, and then volume back down, and then you can change the track. No? Oh my god. Bro. There you go. That's just stupid. There you go. Turn the volume up. Change. Yep, change. Oh shit. Sound system, you've got Harman Kardon sounds, and as you can see on the dash itself, it's like black leather, electric handbrake, auto hill start. So if you go press this park button here, you can see you've got the drone shot that I was telling you about, so you've got like a bird's eye view of the car, and then you've got the rear. No, that's the front facing camera. If I press that bottom button, what does that do? Yeah, that's the rear. I don't even know what's going on. There's just so much technology with this car. You got the iDrive system. Let's see, you can also change the lighting in there, so it's got like an ambient lighting running all the way under this trim here. You can see I've set it to like blue to match the car. If we go out of here, go to my vehicle settings, lights, interior lighting. So, you know, if I change the color of my car to green next, who knows? Look, see now, I don't know if you can see properly. I'll probably try to get some cutaways of it at night. But look, bronze, orange, white, blue, green, lilac. You also got folding mirrors. I think you've also got like lane warning, obviously electric windows. One thing to note is, although this has got an all-wheel drive system, it's very rear biased. So as you exit a corner, it will tend to slip from the rear, typical BMW style. I suppose that'll probably be in the four-wheel drive sport mode. But yeah, as you exit a corner, it sends as much torque to the front axle as it can, and it basically will slip from the rear and pull you out of the bend. So obviously I've mentioned it's got an all-wheel drive system, which BMW call X-Drive, but one massive feature I've forgotten to say is if you deactivate the stability control, it becomes rear-wheel drive only. So obviously for those proper true M-car enthusiasts, you've got a rear-wheel mode just like the F10 M5 was. We all know that there was a little bit too powerful, and to get power down we need to start thinking about four-wheel or all-wheel drive. But this is something that really interests me, because from the second they mentioned that this was going to have an all-wheel drive system, I sat there and thought that if this was only designed as a rear-wheel drive car, would it have been a better rear-wheel drive car? Would they have done some boost limiting? Maybe they have done boost limiting. So I'm hoping the rear-wheel drive mode isn't just really snappy. I'm hoping it's going to be progressive, typical M-car like. So in time I will definitely discover, and we'll shoot that video straight away. I haven't even mentioned, but out of the box this car does 0 to 60 in around 2.8, 2.9 seconds. It does 0 to 124 miles per hour in 11 seconds flat, and quarter mile you're looking at around 11 and a half seconds. It's a seriously fast car. It's a genuine supercar slayer. But I'm not going to lie to you, F9 LLF, what a nice personal touch to this car. So there you have it, my BMW F90 M5. Can't believe I'm going to be running this back to back with a Nissan GTR. I have to say a massive thank you to you guys for continuing to support me, watching the channel. This is just for your guys' entertainment. I'm not going to lie to you. This isn't me reaping the rewards of YouTube. I'm just trying to spice up the channel. And as I say, we're about to flip everything upside down. We've got some, I'm not even speaking, like just get ready is all I'm saying. If you're new to the channel, highly recommend subscribing, and let me know what you want me to do with this car. So I'm going to end the video on doing some exhaust revs, but as always, I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye. Guys, remember there's only 9 days left for your chance to win our epic low mileage Renault Sport Clio V6. This ultra rare and highly collectible car could be yours for just £20. So head over to LivingLifeFast.com right now and get your entries. The competition closes on Friday the 21st of August, and there will be no extensions beyond that date. So go get your entries today and this insane car could be yours.